How you doing, everybody? Christopher A. Chaplin here, the Energy Punk. Check me out on Facebook. Art by CAC. I'm just about to polish up some of these rusted keys, cogs, screws, and general findings that I dismantled and recovered from an Underwood typewriter, an old ancient typewriter. I'm about to use some of these things in some art that I'm about to do for steampunk event, and I want to share it with you. I apologize, but this used to be full with apple cider vinegar and borax. You could also use Arm & Hammer baking soda. Coca-Cola works good too. And here we go. I already rinsed it once, but you could see from the rim that it's left, that it used to be very, very rusty. And you can see these keys. They actually look a lot cleaner now just from sitting. Like this screw, I'm telling you, used to be rusty like you wouldn't believe. And just from sitting in it, you could see the rust in between. And that basically used to be the whole entire screw. I cannot have rust in the artwork that I do. I'm generating piezoelectricity, and the rust not only dyes the resin completely yellow, but it would actually have a negative effect because of the elements that I'm using. Rust is actually not too friendly. This key, it's like an immaculate shape. I haven't even, scrubbed them down. I'm about to use this copper scrub brush. This one's still in some pretty bad shape, but it will look like the other ones once I polish it up. So just by letting them sit, I mean, like look at this piece right here. You can. I started scrubbing it, and then that's when I decided to make this very quick video. Because look how shiny that's. I'm going to make these look like new. I only personally will use original pieces. It's just my thing. My art has to work. So if I get into plastics and things, it really totally defeats my purpose. Part of really appealing to the steampunk crowd is because, hey, steampunkers are like everybody else too. They are subject to EMF radiation and all the disabilities, disorders, and diseases that everybody else has. So, hey, if I could find a way to introduce these energies, why not? This is going to be a really nice piece once I shine it up. Okay, so part 2 will be all shined up because it's very hard for me to hold the phone and scrub these guys down at the same time. But, I'll just give you a quick example. See how shiny that? It literally just comes right off. Look how shiny that is now. Let's see something else. Okay, so see the inside of that. Here, Chris, why don't you hold this camera?
I want to get the frying pan.
have it. It's about as good as it's going to get. And what I normally do, what you could do, is you could spray it down with WD-40 and so on and so forth. But for me, again, because I'm, putting it in resin and basically doing, using organic materials. Looks like I just missed a spot there. How did that happen? I'll have to work on that and get that off. Yeah, I will be basically using olive oil. I'll let all my pieces just sit in some olive oil. It's actually very, very good and spiritual too. They've been using olive oil for everything from the beginning of time. So there's no reason for me to get into more chemicals and so on and so forth. But, if you're using it for your art, you're not normally putting it in resin unless you see what I do and you like, what I'm doing and you want to give it a shot. You can use WD-40, you can use anything, you can leave it rusty. A lot of people actually want this visual evidence of it being ancient, but hey, this is what you do. This is how it works. Check me out, Facebook, Art by CIC. Subscribe, like my channel, like my page, friend me, talk to me, come see me. Boom energy.